This is a short video to show you some workflow tips and tricks, specifically the shelf section or the shelf menu. And you may have noticed as you're working that there are some different shelves up here that you can toggle through, and these give you some menu items. For example, if we were to go to the polygon menu item, instead of going to like create polygon primitives cube and create a cube that way, we can just go into the shelf editor here. We have the polygons shelf tab, and we can just create a cube really quickly by just clicking on it like that, and we've created our cube. And you can create all of the polygon primitives, and you have all of these different tools and functions in here. If you want to know what some of these are, if you just hover the mouse over it, it'll tell you what the tool is. And this one is reduce the number of polygons. I believe this one is that's chamfer selected vertices. You know, some of these you may not know what they are, but they're all connected into the main menu item up here. What I have found to be very helpful often is that you can create your own shelf here. So if there's lots of tools that you are using, or if there's specific tools that you use a lot, and you want to avoid going up into edit, mesh, extrude every time, if you're going back between different tools, you can create your own shelf. And there's already a custom tab in here, and you can go in here and start adding in your own tools. And to do that, for example, if I wanted to, I use the delete history a lot, so I'm going to go into the edit, and I can find the delete by type history, and that'll delete the history. But if I wanted to add a button up here into this custom shelf, I hold the Control Shift down and then go to the edit, delete by type, history, and you click on it. You might have to click on it twice, and it'll add your delete history button here. So every time you want to delete history, if I were to do something in here, you just delete history. I already have a button that I made in here, and it's the split selected edge ring tool. So if I were to click on that, we have the edge loop tool already in there. What I also like to do is I like to create my own custom shelves. So I can create a shelf in here and name it whatever I want. So I go to the shelf editor here, which is this little triangle over to the left of the shelf editor, and go to new shelf. It'll bring up a box, and you give it a shelf name. So if this is going to be a shelf specifically for modeling, I call it Sean Model. Okay, and it creates a shelf tab up here that's specifically for my modeling. So for example, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to just start building my shelf here. I'm going to hold down Control Shift, go to edit, delete by type, history. Oops, and it created two because I clicked on it twice. Alright, so I've created two history buttons. Not really a big deal, it doesn't matter. But if I wanted to get rid of one of those, I go into my shelf editor again and go into where is that? Is it shelf? Oops, sorry, is in the shelf editor, and go into, hold on, shelf editor. It's the second one from the top, and I can just click on one of those buttons here. The buttons are going to be listed on the shelf contents over here on the right here, and I just delete that, and that deletes that out. So now, oops, I'm going to go here, and now if I wanted to go in and add some buttons that I like to use, some tools that I like to use, I'm going to go hold down the Control Shift button, and one I like to use a lot is the Insert Edge Loop tool, and that just inserted that in there like that. Let's go look at a few other ones. Let's go to Edit Mesh, and I'm going to another one I like to use is the Interactive Split tool. and I'm adding that there. And you can tell, you know, they're going to have a different icon, and you may forget what they look like if you just hover over them. It's going to give you what the name, what the function of the tool is. Let's add just one more. I'm going to edit mesh, and I'm going to go to, what is the one? Delete edge and vertex. I like to use that one a lot as well. So I'm starting to build my shelves here, and you can add as many as you want here. And if you were to go in and, for example, I'm going to select this tool here, which is the interactive split tool, and start to do stuff like that. And I can go to a different tool here, so I'm going to go to the add edge loop tool, and you can see that because I have a multi-sided, not a four-sided polygon, it's going to not do a complete edge loop. So I'm going to go here is delete. I'm going to undo that. Control Z. Let's delete. Whoops. Control Z that. Undo that tool. I'm going to select this tool here and delete that like that. So now I've cleaned up my geometry here, and so on. So you get the idea. So you can now have all of these tools and quickly toggle between these tools, and instead of going up into the main menu. And you know, you just put your favorite tools here. You don't have to put all of them, but the ones that you use a lot and consistently, you can build your shelf. Just to show you where those shelves live, if you're on a PC, and I'm on a PC here, and it's probably going to be similar on a Mac, they will live in your preferences. So you're going to want to go to your users. It'll be in your name. This is, I'm using a, I'm on a different user right now, so I'm going to go into the user. Usually it is your name, and it should go into your My Documents, Maya, your version of Maya, and in there are your prefs and your scripts. So let's go into the prefs. I believe it's in there, and there will be in your prefs folder, there'll be a shelves folder, and as you can see here, I have the folder Shelf Sean Model. I can save this. It looks like a Maya file icon, and I can save that. And if you were to go to another Maya, or if you go to work on another machine, like at school or at work or something, you can save this shelf and just copy it into your preferences, and that shelf that I built here will just come in exactly like that. So you can save this shelf and export it and bring it into other Maya preferences as well.